What's up, Nintendo Gamers? Kid here with another Hyrule Warriors update. So through today's Nintendo Direct, it was revealed that Zant, Girahim, and Ganondorf will be playable. Zant uses his scimitars and can grow very large. Girahim focuses on swordplay, and Ganondorf uses his two signature great swords. We also have information on a new mode, Adventure Mode. Adventure Mode uses items from the classic Zelda game and has you clear specific challenges to open up new blocks on the map. Some map sections have a search option to collect hidden items. You can also unlock certain characters and weapons in this mode only. We also have more details on character progression. Characters can be leveled up. They all start with certain stats. Beating monsters helps level them up. Collect drop materials to create badges that enhance character stats. You can increase weapon attacks, get more combos, extend focus spirit, acquire special attacks, and more. Some weapons you acquire have special abilities called skills that can increase damage or your chance of finding hearts. You can increase weapon skills by fusing them together when there are open slots. The harder the battle, the better the chance you have of more important item drops. Also, news on DLC costumes. The Demon King costume set, which is Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess Ganondorf, is available through Club Nintendo registration, which must happen before October 23rd. There will also be retailer-specific pre-order DLC costumes for Link and Zelda with their Ocarina of Time, Skyward Sword, and Twilight Princess appearances. More will be revealed later on the retailer-specific DLC and where you can get that DLC from. So guys, with that is the news. Let's get into my thoughts about everything we've seen during the Nintendo Direct. So, wow, wow. I'm going to be able to play as Girahim, Zant, and Ganondorf for the first time. I mean, when was the last time we got to play as Ganondorf? I don't think that ever happened. And it's just very, very thrilling that this is actually happening. I mean, wow. I mean, Ganondorf, man, Ganondorf's design is awesome. I mean, it's really awesome. Like it's something I didn't expect. I didn't expect the long hair or anything like that, but he definitely looks like he has a mix of his Twilight Princess design and also Demise from Skyward Sword. If you guys actually just look at his body type, he is primed for a Demise DLC costume. I mean, he's basically the same size, and the long hair there, it wouldn't be a hard thing to do to have a Demise costume. It's really awesome too. So I really hope that they do have a Demise costume, but man, Ganondorf, man, his moveset looks awesome. You can even see him kind of form into like his Ganon form, the kind of pig form, the wild hog form. It's really nice. And Girahim, you know, playing as them, Zant, I mean, Jesus, this game is a Zelda fan's dream, like wet dream, and we're getting it all. I mean, we're getting it all. If you're a Zelda fan, you cannot miss out on this game because it is paying so much homage to the series and its fans that missing out on this game would just be considered a sin. You know, if you're a Zelda fan, you can't call yourself a Zelda fan and not buy this game. I mean, oh man, that Direct was awesome. So with the new modes, the Adventure Mode is basically a glorified challenge mode. I'm all up for challenge, so I'm very excited for that. The new weapons, we actually had seen a weapon from Lana. She has like this Gate of Time weapon now, so I guess that's her final weapon she's gonna have, and she can also summon cuckoos, so that's interesting. It's also interesting to see that cuckoos will be allies of yours, or they can be enemies just based on hitting them or maybe not hitting them. That's pretty hilarious. Like, that's pretty much the biggest role I think cuckoos will ever have in a Zelda game or any game related to Zelda, and it's pretty awesome that they'll fight by your side or attack you. So that's a very interesting thing. The direct itself was pretty awesome. I liked Edgy and Aonoma was there. It was kind of strange. He kept popping in and out and stuff, like more later, more in a little bit, and it's like, dude, just stay on screen and tell us everything. But he basically just elaborated on some small little details like the cuckoos and also bomb chews. He also showed us that freaking chain chomp will be a like palette swap of the ball and chain, and also with the weapon progression system. I just want to talk about the weapons a little bit. It's nice to see that the weapons are kind of like Kid Icarus Uprising, even down to the fusing the weapons to have more skills on them. That sounds like it's straight out of Kid Icarus Uprising. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually got the idea from that game. But basically you can have the same weapon type, but the weapon itself looks different, and we've seen Link had a completely different looking sword and shield, and it had different skills, and when you fuse them, you can get different skills and place different skills. So it's very nice to see that, and it's very nice to see the progression system is very in-depth, and that you can actually, you know, get new combos and new special attacks. That's a lot more depth than I thought a Dynasty Warriors games had. So it's really nice to see such things in this game. As far as other playable characters, we really didn't get reveals of any other playable characters other than Ganondorf, and that the villains will be playable. But it seems like when it comes to the villains being playable, Sia, Valga, and Wizro were completely excluded from that. So it's probably possible they're going to be playable, but maybe they just didn't want to announce it right now because they didn't want to show all their cards, because for us in North America, we're getting this game September 26th, so it's quite a ways away, and Japan is getting it, I believe, next week or in 2 weeks from now. So it's going to be spoiled either way, so it's interesting. I cannot wait to play this freaking game. I'm going to be able to play as Girahim. I mean, you would think I'd be the most excited about Ganondorf, but Girahim is like the most memorable Zelda enemy villain in the history of the franchise. Like, that dude is just the best villain. I mean, he's the best, one of the best Nintendo villains, period, to me, in my opinion. I mean, and I'm going to be able to play as this guy, this maniacal Joker-like, very edgy and just freaking unpredictable villain, and I just love every minute of him on screen in Skyward Sword, and I can't wait to play as him with his swords, and I really want to see what other weapons he may have. So this pretty much confirms there's going to be like a free mode where you could be any character, because you seen Zant and Girahim and all those characters actually beating up, well, their minions, so it makes sense. So like I said, as far as other playable characters, we have nothing solid yet, but if you look at the Japanese website, it actually does have a slot left for another character, another playable character on the hero side. So there may very well be characters that are going to be revealed and some not revealed, and we get some unlocked in the game itself, and we won't see them in media or any type of other way. So hopefully we get some great surprises. I'm really hopeful for that. So guys, what did you think about everything, all the information? Tell me that in the comments below. The adventure mode, the challenge mode, basically, Ganondorf being playable, villains being playable, and one thing before I close out, the DLC, it's very cool that Ganon gets DLC through the Club Nintendo, just registering it. That's nice, but it is kind of weird and a little bit inconvenient that the Courage and other DLC for Zelda and and Link is retailer specific. That is weird, and I believe that's the first time Nintendo has ever done anything like that, and that kind of saddens me. I mean, what if I want the other DLC? I mean, I'm sure they'll make it available after a while, after the game is released, but it is kind of a bummer. But at least pre-ordering the game gets you the DLC, and it doesn't seem like you have to put anything down. But it doesn't seem like we're getting any of those goodies that Japan is getting with the chest and Triforce clock and scarf. So yeah, so guys, again, tell me what you think about everything presented in this update. That's it for this update. I'll have more updates on Hyrule Warriors as more things are revealed. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe to my channel for more update videos on Hyrule Warriors, and also update videos on other upcoming Nintendo games. See you guys next time.